Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rock and Reaction Rollers, where we react to music that we grew up with from the 60s to the 90s, and my name is Tammy. Um, Congratulations to the Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Feel bad for the Eagles because, like I've said in several videos, I'm not a big football fan, so it doesn't give me any rights to brag or to do anything like that. But it was a very close game, and I know heartbreaking for the team that loses. It always is. But anyway, we're going to get on the subject of music. It's what we're here for, and it's Sunday night, so we are doing 40 years of music. We're doing the top number one single of each year, and we've already done 1960 through 1964. So tonight we're going to work on 1965. And so this is probably the only one that we're going to put out tonight. I've been battling this cold for several days, and it's kind of getting worse. I think it's moving into a sinus infection. I've not been feeling very good at all, especially today. So I put a video out earlier that was an old Super Bowl halftime performance by U2, and being that was one of the groups we were working on. So go out and check it out if you haven't checked it out. It was pretty emotional. But anyway, right now we're going to get to the number one hit single of 1965, and it was Wooly Bully by Sam and the Sham and the Pharaohs. Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. So we're just going to get right to the song because there's a lot to say about the year 1965, and I'm going to put it all in this video, I believe. So we're just going to get right to it.
Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Stop this song because it's not a very long song at all. Again, it's 1965 and the songs weren't very long back then, but they sure were like very critical of what they said in the songs. Nowadays they don't worry about that at all. You can say whatever you want, and sometimes it's a little bit too much. But it said that this song was banned due to very obscure lyrics, even though they couldn't understand a word they said. So how'd they know they were obscure if they didn't know what the lyrics were? So anyway, I guess that's what finally got proven, and that they weren't obscure lyrics. So the song got to be put back out, and it became the number one hit song of 1965. So let's see what else is there. I think what we'll do first is we'll just get back to the song, get it over with, and then we'll just talk about the rest of it. Because I don't really think it says much about the song itself. Okay, yeah, so we'll just do it all after the song. We're just going to get right back to it. This is the number one hit single of 1965. We're doing Wooly Bully by Sam, the Sham, and the Pharaohs.
Bully, 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 bully. Watch it now, watch it, watch it, watch it. Let it go.
it was cute. I remember a local band around here years ago when I was back in my 20s, which has been a long time ago, used to play this song. So it's one of those that you hear a lot in the bars. It must be real easy to play. I don't know. But everybody'd get up and dance to it. I know that. You'd have to be 2/3 in the wind, but you'd get up and dance to it. It's just one of those kind of songs. But anyway, we're going to do the top 10 songs of the year, or I'm going to say what they are anyway. Of course, number 1 was Wooly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. Number 2 was I Can't Help Myself. It's also Sugar Pie Honey Bunch by the Four Tops. I liked that song. Number 3 was or Satisfaction, or I Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. Number 4 was You Are On My Mind by We5. Yeah, by We5. Number 5 was You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin' by the Righteous Brothers. Number 6, Downtown by Petula Clark. I didn't know she sang that. Number 7 was Help by the Beatles. Number 8, Can't You Hear My Heartbeat by the Herman Hermits, and we have that one on the channel. Number 9, Crying in the Chapel by Elvis Presley. And number 10, My Girl by the Temptations. So, gosh, there were some good ones back there. And it says here, this song became the first American hit to sell 1 million copies during the era of the British invasion. Sam was quoted saying, "We kicked the Beatles' butts." It became a monster hit, and it went straight to number 1 for the year. And then it says something about he wore a turban and a robe and drove a 1952 Packard hearse. So I don't know if he wore that all the time or just in this video or on this album or what. That's all that it said about it. And it does say it was written by Domingo Samadio, better known as Sam the Sham, who grew up in Dallas, Texas, and was born in 1937. So that's about all we had about the song itself. Again, it was banned because of the lyrics, kind of like Louie Louie, and it's kind of the same song by the Kingsmen. They had banned that one because they couldn't understand what the lyrics were, and they thought they had to be bad or they wouldn't be they would be able to understand them. I guess, I don't know. But anyway, we're just going to move right on to the facts, some fun facts, some different things that happened back in 1965. I kind of try to do some political stuff, big stuff first, and then get to the funner facts. This one says, President Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act into law, which guaranteed African Americans the right to vote. The first U.S. combat troops, 2 battalions of 3,500 Marines, arrived in South Vietnam to defend the American air base at the Da Nang from Viet Cong attacks. By the end of the year, U.S. troop levels in Vietnam reached 184,300. Okay, and it says after an 8-month voyage to Mars, the Mariner 4 spacecraft took close-up photography of the red planet. The St. Louis Arch, a spectacular 630-foot-high parabola of stainless steel on the waterfront of St. Louis, Missouri, was completed. And then NBC Today show began the broadcast in color, and the soap opera Days of Our Lives premiered on NBC. This is all going on in 1965 now. Okay, then we're going to get to the sports. The Super Bowl was played by LSU and Syracuse, and I don't know who won. I didn't put that down. The Green Bay Packers were the NFL champs. The LA Dodgers won the World Series. And then it says here about the LA Dodgers, on October 6th, Dodger pitcher Sergei Koufax refused to pitch Game 1 because it fell on Yom Kippur I don't think I said that right. The most solemn day of the Jewish calendar. Interesting. Montreal Canadiens clinched the Stanley Cup. And then it says the top 5 shows that were on TV in 1965. Number 1 was Bonanza. Number 2, Gomer Pyle. Number 3, the Lucy Show. So I don't know if that was I Love Lucy or if Lucy had her own show first. I don't know for sure. Number 4, The Red Skelton Show. And number 5, Batman. And then some of the new things that came out in 1965, like food and stuff. Applejack cereal. Bar One. I think that's a candy bar maybe. Bounty paper towels. Gatorade. Honeycomb cereal. Nice and Easy hair color. And SpaghettiOs. And I can remember my babysitter having a lot of SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs and hot dogs. She probably thought, oh, wow, this is a great thing to feed the kids. They were good. I still eat SpaghettiOs. My kids liked them too. And let's see what happened as far as food back then. This just makes me sick. But then you got to remember, the people didn't make as much money. And I don't think, oh yeah, I do have that written down. Let's get to that first. The average household income in 1965 was $6,900 a year. So, things weren't good income-wise either back then. On average, a new car cost $2,650, and that went up $400 from the previous year. A gallon of gas was 31 cents a gallon. Minimum wage was $1.25, and a six-pack of beer was 99 cents. Okay, and when we got to the cars here, I had some interesting stuff about vehicles. Which was something I added. Maybe it's on the next page here. Let me see. Yeah, okay. These were a few cars that were introduced in 1965. The Cadillac Calais, or Calais, Callais. The Chevy Caprice, Chrysler Valiant, the Dodge Corvette, which my dad, I think we had a 67 or a 68 Dodge Corvette. I hated that car. But I either drove it or I didn't get to drive. A Dodge Monaco, Ford Bronco, Plymouth Satellite, and the Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. Those were all vehicles that came out in 1965. Boys and girl names that were the favorite names of the time of 1965. Boy names were Michael, John, David, and James. And girl names were Lisa, Mary, Karen, and Kimberly. Karen, you're just on every one of these lists. It's a very popular name back then. Yes, it is and was. Okay, and then let's see. There was something else I was going to say here. Milk was 95 cents a gallon. Potatoes were 79 cents for a 10-pound bag. Eggs were 53 cents a dozen. Coffee was, what does that say? Oh, $1.50 for a 10-ounce jar. Bananas was for 3 pounds of bananas for 29 cents. And bacon was 69 cents a pound. And then the last and final thing that we have are the people. Oh, one thing before that. John Lennon passed his driver's test on February 15th of 1965. So how old was he in 1965? He didn't get him at 16, I guess. I don't know, but I know he's got to be older than 16 at 1965. Maybe not, I don't know. Trying to do the math here. I would have been just 3, so he could have possibly been 16. I don't know how old he would be now today, but anyway, celebrities that were born in 1965. Robert Downing Jr., who is an actor. Dr. Dre, which is a rapper. The Undertaker is a fighter, a UFC or one of those. Chris Rock, a comedian. Martin Lawrence, an actor. Shania Twain is a country singer. Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan. And they kind of look alike, so I don't know if they're brothers. And depending upon when they were born this year, they would either be 57 or 58. And it says both of these would be 57. So maybe they're twins and they were both actors. I don't know. I'd never seen either one of them. But anyway, that's our list of 1965 and things that happened. And I like to go back and think, you know, how old I was. I was 3 years old at this time, so I didn't know a whole lot about anything at the time. But I was starting to, you know, get into this rock and roll, that's for sure, even at that age. So anyway, just nice things to go back and listen to. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do on Sunday nights, getting to this information. Tomorrow night we'll get back to finishing out those U's, and I think we've just got a couple more of those, being as I wasn't on Friday night. Oh, and speaking of Friday night, thanks to everyone who sent anniversary wishes to me and Chuck. That it was very nice of you all. And when the restaurant we went to, they brought us a big bowl of ice cream afterwards, which we were so full we couldn't hardly eat it. And I have such sensitive teeth, I can't hardly eat ice cream. So it was nice. And then on a plate, they had happy 27th anniversary in chocolate on the plate. So it was cute. But anyway, we go every year and have for many, many years, probably every year we've been married. I'm pretty close. But great time. And so thanks everybody for the anniversary wishes. Now, Valentine's Day is coming up. And what is that? That's Tuesday. So tomorrow night's Monday. So tomorrow night I might do something a little bit different. I might put some like Valentine songs on. I've got a couple in mind to do. So maybe we'll do a couple of them, and I'll have all my Valentine stuff on. So get yours out. I won't be able to see you, but you can get it out and think about it, I guess. Or show it to your significant other. But if you like our channel, be sure to subscribe. It's easy and it's free. And if you hit that post notification bell, you won't miss a video. But for sure, be sure to hit like underneath the video. If you're a subscriber of any kind, go ahead and hit like. And then right next to it is share. So you can share it to your friends or on Instagram, Facebook, or wherever. But just be sure to hit the like button. That's the most important thing because it keeps that algorithm going. And I think it works because I've noticed I've been getting a few subscribers in the past. Since the first of the month, we've been doing pretty good. And so thanks to everybody. And as long as you all keep subscribing, I'll keep rocking and rolling with you. And so then you can join our little rock and roll family, and you can request songs. And right now we're working on bands that begin with the letter W through Z. We're finishing up a few U's, but we're not taking any more requests for anything but W's, bands that begin with W through Z. So we're going to go for the evening. Be sure to tell those people that you love them each and every day. And peace out.